Press Start Podcast.
And welcome back to the Press Start Podcast. I'm your host, Vic, aka Mr. Never Chill, and this is episode number 171. This week I'm joined by my co host, Roger, aka Lunatic Oblivion. What's up, bro?
What's up?
And we do got our other friend here, Goth John. Welcome in. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
And so we got a special episode here. We're going to be playing a game called Abiotic Factor. For those who's not on watching the video version, that is what we're doing. So maybe this will be a chance to go check out the video version of our show. But we will be talking about our typical industry news, gaming news, and what we've been playing. But we will be playing this in the background as well. So we'll just definitely see how this goes. But yeah, man. Roger, what have you been playing, man? I guess we can kick it off with what we are playing right here, actually.
Yeah, so I've been playing the two big games that kind of hit Game Pass in the past 2 weeks here, which is Abiotic Factor and Wu Chang. And honestly, it's such a great time to be gaming right now with these two games. I find myself unable to put either of them down when I start playing them, and it's 10 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, bad decisions.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, man, I've been playing, between this and obviously we've been doing a lot of Wu Chang, but then I also been trying to play some Battlefield 2042, which is for obvious reasons with Battlefield 6 just recently being revealed to us. And then obviously I've been trying to play some college football, but I actually haven't played over the last week, surprisingly. But before then I was playing that a good bit. Because I think, yeah, you were
Battlefield. I was gonna say
college football I haven't played in a little bit, but Battlefield I didn't play for a long time there until Battlefield 6 started hitting the news.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't
Yeah,
played college football since the Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's been a while.
Dude, I am not a sports person. I have not played a sports game probably since the Xbox 360, and they were like, oh, you can play co-op, and I was like, all right, I'll play maybe.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
let's give it a try.
making the character my last name just so it would say Hawkins, and I'd go, oh, it's me.
It's me.
Oh, look, Mom! The closest
Yeah,
thing I can get!
Get the camera.
Mom,
Yeah,
get the camera.
I've been playing anime PUBG, also known as Fate Trigger, and it's very. I think it's fun, but I can't convince anybody to play it with me.
That, like,
It's free to play and it's in beta, and I got an invite code, and like I said, it's anime PUBG. I
Man,
feel like
I'll
PUBG
take
might
your
like
extra
it.
code and I'll give it a try.
Oh.
It's one of those games, like, for me, live service games, it takes a lot to get hooked on a live service game for me, because it's just, there's so many of them.
That is
The
a huge
hard part
problem.
is when it becomes a job.
Yeah, where the battle pass, you're like, you're not allowed to play any other games but this one because you're trying to complete the battle pass every freaking month, and you're like, well, I don't have 20 hours to bank in 20 hours a week just to try to get through a battle pass I paid for. So then I just like get that FOMO, and I'm like, I'm done playing this.
Yeah, well, shout out to Abiotic Factor for not giving us FOMO. It's more of like, damn, I need more. Like, this is a game where I'm like, fuck yeah.
Like, it's another one of those survival games that don't feel like a chore to play. Like, you're actively having fun running around and collecting stuff. It doesn't feel like a chore to, oh, I have to go fish up some more fish again. Ugh.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
like survival Skyrim.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look, another dungeon that's the same as the last 4 I've gone through, and I have to do it again because I need this item again. Yeah.
And it's so
Exactly.
crazy, like, Roger, we were trying to figure out, obviously we do like Tag Team Tuesdays now, we're trying to figure out what are we going to play next. And this so happened to be our next gameplay, but we also have been able to play with like 5-6 other people, and it's been a great time. And it's like, even when you brought it up to me, I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, because you were like, it's going to take, you're going to have to spend a lot of hours in this game, and I was like, I don't know, man. It's going to take like 28-40 hours to beat. I don't know if I want to do that. And here we are.
My man scratch out himself like a coke addict.
Yeah, like, I'm fucking addicted to this game, man. Like, we've been playing, I feel like every single day, or just about.
Yeah, I had to step away. It was to getting into my real life. I was like, okay, I gotta not ignore my girlfriend completely just to play this with the friends.
I get lucky that Disney's like she's indoor painting her miniature right now for Warhammer, and so it's just giving me a break. Like she's like, I just want to build this, get this ready for Armies on Parade. I'm like, all right, have fun with that. Like, exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely been a great balance here with me too. Like Lauren's been doing her crafts and making candles and whatnot, but I've been trying to make sure I do some stuff with them before we get on and whatnot. Yeah, I think I found a pretty good balance. I think. Yeah, but let's actually talk about the other game though that we've been playing. And that's Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Man, that game is hard as fuck. Like I just got I killed that last boss, and I'm trying to like go down underground. You're like fighting these like spiders, more or less, with the zombies and all the other shit, and that shit's hard as fuck. And I keep dying, and I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to continue. That's how frustrating it's been.
At you. The bugs jump at you, and they have a huge like pushback. I'm like, this is annoying.
Yeah, but I mean, it plays really well. It looks beautiful. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. It doesn't have that catch that Liza P gave me for some reason.
I'm quite the opposite, my man. I am enjoying this game thoroughly. I like every time I'm playing it. Like I even got to a boss where I sat on the boss for 2-3 hours, and I was like, I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep playing this boss. And when I put the game down, I'd go right back to it, go right back to the boss. Turns out it was an optional boss, but I still killed it. Like,
there you go.
I feel enjoyment playing this game, whereas a lot of other like Souls-like, I can lose interest pretty fast. This one, I have yet to lose that interest.
Yeah. I'm glad you haven't. I'm getting closer, but hopefully I can get by this part, and it like rehooks me or something.
Goth, are you a fan of Souls-like?
I liked Elden Ring like a lot. And I played Elden Ring Randomizer pretty recently, and that was awesome. I had the final boss in like just a random dungeon he has no business standing in. It was kind of awesome. I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna beat him. But then I had Melania just in a random dungeon, and I was like, oh, I can actually do this. And and the spells are random and all that. And it was really goofy. And then the group like PvP thing came out. Night Rain.
Oh,
and
Night Rain, the MOBA or the battle royale. Sorry,
roguelike.
Yeah, roguelike.
Sorry.
Yeah.
All these terms are jumbled up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That and of course I'll play PUBG. I came back. I got addicted. I even bought a battle pass.
Uh-oh.
Oh
I don't
no.
know why I did it.
Oh no, mistakes were made.
I'm back in. I'm back in, baby.
Man, I haven't touched PUBG in so long. I played like a couple of games with Scott, and then that was about it.
2,000 hours. And I don't know how much of that is just me leaving my computer on and then like going to make dinner.
That's true.
Oh, that is too much. I cannot play these battle royales for that long. After a little bit, I'm like, okay, I've had enough.
And then it's my daily thing. I play Magic Arena every day.
Okay, yeah, same. I'm a big MTGA.
I started a draft, and I drafted the whole deck right before going to work, and I was like, this is gonna be sweet when I can actually play these, have time for these games.
and then you go to play later, and you're like, I've lost 3 games in a row. Awesome.
Right. It's because you're rare drafted.
Yeah. I did the draft in person for the Chocobo Racing League, which was the Final Fantasy draft event, and I was like, "Oh, this is great!" I played an all Legends Matter deck, a Legends Matter deck in it, and I got Joda, and I was like, "All right, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be hard."
Yeah. So Roger, I see another game here on your list that wasn't on there before. Wizard Tower. What is this game? Tell me about it.
Alright, so I was just chilling, and I was like, I need a new, like, just sort of idle game, or, like, clicker game, or just something casual, and this popped up for, like, $3. And it's just one of those idle clicker games, and it was just a full experience the whole way through. So, like, you spawn in, You create a wizard tower, and as each time you progress with the wizard tower, you get just a little more mechanics to deal with. And it was just a nice, quick, casual for $3. It was a fully flushed out, complete game. That's the best part. Like, so many times now we pay for a game that's like early access, and I was like, all right, well, this is a full flushed out game for $3. Played it, I was like, wow, this was like an 8 out of 10. Just super fun, one-time playthrough, easy, enjoyable, and I didn't feel like I was like, I wasted money, or it's like, oh, it's just another game that was like, you know, everyone's done this kind of thing before.
Right. It's always great to be able to pick up those like enjoyable experiences. Even like circling back to this game, like this game just entered into 1.0. Like when we hopped in, like it was just added to the Game Pass at 1.0, so it allowed us to have like a full fleshed out game. But the thing is, they're still adding to it. Like they're still making significant updates, more content, and whatnot. Like this game, I feel like could be in our games played library for quite some time. It seems like, since how like relevant or frequent the updates are going to be.
I just want to be able to reset my perks. I picked the perk that says you can't do violence, so I can't level any of my violence skills past level 5.
I didn't want to play anyway, you know?
That's okay. I'll be the pack mule for our team.
Pack mule John.
The G is silent.
The G is silent.
But yeah, man. Yeah, go ahead.
There's a phone game I've been playing, but you can also play it on Steam. So,
yeah.
Masame Pretty Derby. So it's a horse game, but the horses are anime girls, and it's a gacha, and it's free to play, and I just run all these horses, and then I had this game brought up to me by somebody that normally doesn't play stuff like this, and they're like, hey, you heard of this? And I was like, what?
Hey man, you heard of this?
I found my favorite horse girl. She is very buoyant, I guess that's the best way to put it. Her name is Taki Shuttle, and she wears a green outfit, and she's very buoyant.
Buoyant. Buoyancy, yes.
That's actually
I actually was playing Derby for a little bit there, and honestly, it was genuinely like fun for a gacha game. Like I was actually impressed. I was like, oh, this is not bad, and I hate to say that it's not bad. Like I'm over here like I was like, oh man, work's a little boring right now. Don't tell anyone. Time to play horse derby for a few minutes.
Yeah.
But it's hitting the anime scene by storm, I think, right now. It's one of those games where everyone was talking about it in the anime community, and like I haven't heard much about it since it dropped, but like for the first 2 weeks it was huge. It was like the gacha game to play. And it's about playing a horse derby where you're building your own. You know, you're playing through the story of each one of these actually famous racing horses, and you're like, really?
Yeah, I went on in a couple of deep dives on YouTube just learning about these horses, and I guess there's like this one horse that lost every race, and they spent like $1 bajillion just making sure that horse is fed throughout retirement. It was like some metric crap ton of hay that they're just piling up for this horse.
That's crazy.
And the craziest part about it is the anime community came together and overflowed the donation website for this horse. Like they bought so much food, the horse will never be able to eat it all in its lifetime.
That's actually pretty hilarious.
It was one of those things where I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, pretty insane.
And I ran her, and she likes dirt tracks, so she's the best at dirt tracks.
Oh my god, that game was so dumb.
All right, man. Any other games you guys wanted to talk about that we've been playing?
That's everything I've been playing,
quit
actually.
Marvel Snap, man. I haven't heard that in a while.
I quit that game. I finally quit it. My clan buddy was like, hey bro, I've seen you've been inactive for a couple of weeks. we're gonna remove you so we have room for more active members. If you want to come back, just send me a message on Discord. And I was like, sounds good.
Bye.
The game's
Bye.
become like too much like pay to win. I
Oh,
can't do
yeah, it makes
anymore.
sense.
They
Now,
add
what? Oh, go ahead.
way too many like new cards every week, and they
Mm-hmm.
like they tried to like introduce like a new system for
perceive a
card acquisition,
distinct
which
lack
the player
of
base,
snacks.
of course, has been happy about. But what ends up happening is they release like 10 new cards every week, and you just can't keep up.
That is actually insane to release that many cards every week. Like, I would think like a normal card game lives and dies by its like sets, you know. Same with Pokemon, you know, which we'll talk about later. Pokemon TCGP, like Pokemon Pocket, it lives and dies by its set. MTG lives and dies by the sets, but like to just like have constant additions to your card library is a little rough.
It's time for you to go to the bathroom there, buddy.
You got like a can I could use?
I don't have it.
All right. I'm gonna be a rebel and go in the male bathroom, even though my character is female.
Oh shit.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's
All
no
right.
Yeah, so that's everything that we've been playing. Though, let's go ahead and move on to the industry news. All right, man. Kicking it off here, Roger. For us with the Sony related stuff.
All right, so have either of you played through like any part of God of War?
It's been a long time since the PS2 days.
Yep, me too. I played
All
God of
right,
War
so
3.
You guys haven't tried the God of War from the Norse saga yet.
Not yet, unfortunately. It is on my backlog, like many
Well,
others.
if you don't get a chance to play it, you
There's
can
a lot
now
of duct
watch
tape
the
here.
series. With the new with the show, there's a new show coming out that will be focused on the entire Norse saga. Season 1 will have about 10 episodes. They've greenlit 2 seasons. It will feature both Kratos and Arturus. And it will try to emulate, they say, the tone of the game. And the scripts are currently in production, which interesting.
This is
And the
coming
game
from Amazon
director,
as well, right?
yeah, Amazon is going to be
Jeez.
working on this, and it's
Amazon
going
is
to
cooking.
actually. They are. They have some really good shows. Honestly, I just don't find them like releasing a lot that I'm watching, and I'm just worried we're gonna get another game show, like another show based on a video game that's just gonna flop.
Yeah,
Like
hopefully not.
it's
Because we're also talking about from the people, maybe not a direct relation, but the guys who made the Fallout series. And we know how well
Mhm.
that was received and how well that is. But we know that the next show from them that's coming out, we actually talked about it last week, is also being made by the team from the Fallout series. But then like they tied up another series here with God of War. Like, man, like I think they could be doing it really well. Who built these ramps like that? That's actually pretty lit.
my
bridge.
man's like sidetracked real quick to the game.
Wait a minute here. I was like, whoa, this was a brilliant idea. But
Yeah. No, the
yeah.
Amazon studios have a lot of good things in production, and it kind of does feel it sometimes like we'll throw a bunch of stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah.
But what didn't stick well is Tencent this week. They are getting sued by Sony because they borrowed their homework and didn't change enough.
Yeah, we called that. That's for sure. My God.
Outer Wilds, right?
Yeah, they Horizon knockoff game called Light of Mortaram. So it literally looks just like the game, and it is so uncanny similar. It's bad. It looks really bad how similar it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get it up here on screen for everybody else to take a look.
It'll be something to do
Yeah,
with
like
their work
this.
entertainment.
Oh,
Those
this image alone.
cowboys can't tell a bozo
Yeah.
about it.
My man,
terrible.
they literally released the cover art for the game and were like, hey man, we borrowed your homework, but we also took your cover page and forgot to change your name. Like,
I guess that's what happens when you use ChatGPT to make a video game.
Oh, it does look like somebody was like, all right, ChatGPT, I'm trying to make a game just like this. And it's like, did you mean you want to make this game? And they were like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. That's pretty fucking great.
Like it's bad, and it's one of those things where you're like, I wonder what are they gonna do about it? Like, who's like, is Tencent just gonna be like, nah, we're in China, we don't care, we just won't sell it to you? Like, I'm honestly interested to see, because this could set a precedent for Tencent to just do whatever the fuck they want all the time.
I mean, they are so fucking big now.
Mm-hmm.
Just getting in kind of
they're
crazy.
the biggest, so
Tencent
it's
owns
yeah.
part of PUBG.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and they're looking for damages of up to $150,000. Doesn't seem very much. Yeah. All right. So next up here, Vic, tell us what's going on with Atari, a name I thought I wouldn't say.
Yeah, right. Atari just refuses to die, I guess. Yeah, man, they just recently entered an agreement to acquire Thunderful Groups for 82% of the outstanding shares. Says about £4.5 million or euros. I mean, and yeah, I was like, holy shit! Like they're still trying to gobble up some studios.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Thunderful games. Like we've been playing a couple other games recently. I can't remember.
Isn't it
Which one?
Lost?
Lost in Random was one.
Lost in the Random, yes.
Yeah,
I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to sound dumb.
Yeah, that's definitely one of them. Steam World, I believe. Yeah, Steam World Heist. Lego Brick Tales, Asuka, Viewfinder. That was the other one that I wanted to check out. Still, that's where like you look through like the lens of the Viewfinder, hence the name of the game, and it changes the landscape of the game. Yeah.
Yeah, you take a picture and then you use that picture to like shift how you want to move forward through the game.
The other one was Planet of Lana, and they just recently announced Planet of Lana 2, which I'm super excited for. The Gunk. I know me and Marshmallow were huge on that game when it first came out to Game Pass.
I beat the Gunk as well.
Yeah, Lost in Random which was really good. I haven't played the new one yet. They also made Faye. Yeah, man, they've definitely done a lot, and I was just curious to see that they got picked up by Atari, you know, out of all people, because they just kind of just been here but not here. I don't know. Definitely interesting times.
It feels like they're trying to get back into the industry, which has since left them behind.
Just a little bit.
You know,
man.
like the days of Atari's joystick are long since gone, and same with arcade cabinets. Like, you have to go to a very special place to find an arcade cabinet anymore.
That is true. That is very much true.
But is that all we have for the industry news?
Yeah, man. Which is crazy to fucking think. There hasn't been too busy of an industry per se, but it's been kind of still busy with gaming news. So let's go ahead and give that a go. All right, man. Kicking off here with some Xbox related news. They did start rolling out some age verification checks, which we kind of talked about a few weeks ago with like how some people were bypassing them, especially in the UK with Death Stranding, and which we're actually going to talk about it again here soon, because some people are bypassing it with some other ways. But yeah, man, this is verification checks with social features disabled or limited to friends in the UK from early 2026, unless you provide an ID, live photo, or a mobile number or credit card. They're definitely trying to lock it down with verification. But yeah, Roger, what's your thoughts on this?
There's a will, there's a way. I think it's kind of silly that they're like, we're gonna try to age verification on everything. It's like when the South tried to ban porn for minors, and Pornhub was just like, bye, and just left. Pornhub just banned people from the States. They're like, oh, you want age verification?
Side
Bye.
topic, robots coming. He broke through the traps. I didn't get down there quick enough.
Yeah, I think it's just silly that age verification, like, it's a needed thing, but like it's one of those things where it's just really hard to without like breaking the identity of people, and it ruins the anonymity just to protect people of a certain age range. And like at some point you have to just say, maybe this is the parents' responsibility, and they should be the ones to like actually help protect their children. Like, when is the state doing too much to try to protect children from things their parents should be doing?
Exactly. I mean, it is crazy to think about, like obviously most games are bought digitally now, so it's a different sense. But like back then, like when we used to go to midnight launches for Call of Duty and we were still in high school, we would still have to have like an adult come purchase the game for us, but we can be there to pick it up later at midnight. But we just had someone there that was at least 18 to make the purchase.
Yeah.
I'll one up you. When I was 17, I couldn't buy a Halo 2 map pack because I wasn't 18 years old.
Oof. That's wild.
Yeah, I had my mom had to come in and purchase it for me.
Wow.
Oh, that feels cringy.
Yeah, that's actually pretty wild.
Yeah, that's definitely old man yells at cloud for sure.
Holy crap! That is old man yells at cloud.
All right, man. So moving on to some games for Xbox, it's really just Call of Duty this week. Black Ops 6 had its big announcement for Season 5. Bunch of new maps and game modes and stuff like that are coming. So got new maps, Runway, Exchange. They're bringing back the classic map from Black Ops 1, WMD, and Jackpot. You're getting in season. You got a new score streak, which is the combat bow. Whoop-dee. Then a bunch of new modes: aim high, snipers only, cranked mosh pit, ransack, blueprint, gunfight, and cranked demolition. As for zombies, it is the finale for the zombie storyline with Reckoning. You get the new wonder weapon called the Gorgofex, new field upgrade called Mr. Peaks, which is kind of like a monkey bomb, interesting enough, and he can go out there and like attack the zombies. But we do get new enemies: Uber Claws and Commando Claws. And then new gameplay updates. There is a new Grief Arena, directed mode for Reckoning, of course. Team Cranked is returning, and you also get the combat bow in zombies. And then for Warzone, we get a new POI update to Stadium. Stadium is now opened up. New LTM called Deadline, and some new contracts. And then for new weapons for all modes, you're getting the PML 5.56 LMG, the ABR A1 assault rifle, some boxing gloves for melee melee weapons, and the Grave Mark 357 revolver. And then in season, we're gonna get some attachments to PPSH 41 Helica magazine and the 9mm PM Skull Splitter barrel, along with obviously a shit ton of cosmetics, which is getting out of hand in my opinion, which me and Scott talked about during last week's episode. Well,
I
yeah.
stopped playing after Nicki Minaj.
I hear you, bro. I really have not been wanting to play Call of Duty in quite some time. Pretty bad.
There's just so many other games that aren't just regurgitation of the same thing over and over again, which is the big thing for me. Like, when the game just repeats itself over and over again all the time, and it's just like, excellent. The same thing where it's like one dude running around with all the ninja perks and two knives and just stabs people. I'm like, this is so fun. So much fun. So
MW2
fun.
was the last good one.
It's been quite some time, my friend. I will argue until I'm blue in the face that Call of Duty Ghosts was the last good Call of Duty, and that was literally the last one on 360, and that was the first one then on Xbox One as well.
I really liked like the first zombie game. World at War was good. Like it did a lot of great things. Then we had, after World at War, we had Modern Warfare. Those years were great, but then all of a sudden it was just like downhill for me.
Yeah. And honestly, there was a intermittent power loss. That's interesting. We haven't had that event in this game.
That's a new event, yeah.
But yeah, the other part here with the news is for Call of Duty was the you know how like they made the new Call of Duty HQ, like every Call of Duty game comes out of the one app. Well, they're separating Modern Warfare 2 and 3, the most recent one, obviously the one that came out in 2022, 2023, from the application. And I think that's a sign moving forward that we might see Black Ops 7 is also going to be separate from from the application, which is going to be huge because honestly, like, I just feel like them making the COD HQ just kind of made everything a lot worse. Like, I got the concept behind it, but in the end, it still just made it a lot worse. So it's good to see that they are finally listening to some feedback and making some changes. I just wish they would listen to feedback that actually mattered.
I honestly agree, but the feedback isn't going to matter a lot to them, I think, at this point, because Call of Duty makes so much money that it's just like players are going to buy the game no matter what. So, like, even if they don't go out of their way to implement the feedback, it's just they're going to sell the game. It's going to sell like hotcakes, and the game's just too big to fail.
As always, right? It
It's
is
too big
insane.
to fail.
Like, no matter what, like, it is going to be pretty much the #1 game every fucking year, no matter what.
Yep. It is the #1 arena shooter, and it's that way for a reason.
Obviously, it won't be #1 next year with GTA 6 coming out, but that's
Not an arena shooter, though, is what I was saying. Like, you know, it's the #1 arena shooter, and it'll stay that way.
I would love to see.
Decided Claire Obscura is gonna be Game of the Year. I thought we already decided that.
Claire Obscura has a real good chance at Game of the Year this year. Like, Call of Duty doesn't deserve it.
Call of Duty's never gonna come close to Game of the Year.
No, they're gonna get most people that played online award or whatever.
The best multiplayer game of the year, somehow. This should be best multiplayer game of the year. Fuck that. But yeah, man, that's everything for Xbox. It was definitely a more quiet week for them. But seems like PlayStation is even more quiet.
Yeah, I was about to say it's even quieter for PlayStation because all we have right now from PlayStation is just PS Plus editions, and it's quiet pretty much on all other fronts. We're gonna see Liza P finally arrive at PS Plus. DayZ is gonna hit, and then they're like the third game isn't even really that great. It's just My Hero Academia's One's Justice 2, which is, you know, just another fighter game, you know, side fighter, and honestly, it's just another anime fighting game. That's all I can say about it. There's nothing special.
Interesting.
Whereas, like, we're seeing on Game Pass, like, this game, or we're seeing Wu Chang Day 1, like, we're seeing these games that are just, like, the best games at
Actually,
the
if I'm not
moment.
mistaken, this came to PS Plus as well, but these games here are the ones that you get to keep and you get to own. It used to be like games with gold. That's why I was actually pretty surprised to see Liza P go into this, and I was like, man, like, this is a gem. Like, whoever has not played this shit and that's on PlayStation, now's your chance. And honestly, like, I wish they fucking still had games of gold and it came to games of gold, because it's no longer on Game Pass, and I would love to play Liza P, but I don't feel like buying it digitally. I want to buy the physical copy, and it's damn near impossible to find the fucking physical copy right now, unless you want to spend $150, and that I do not. Yeah, so shout out to PlayStation for getting the gem. The other ones, whatever.
Yeah. And then next up, Nintendo was the winner this week. Nintendo had a huge amount of news because we saw the Nintendo Direct this week. And I'll quick give a rundown of everything we saw at the Nintendo Direct. So we had Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflections. We saw Octopath Traveler 0, which is the prequel to the series. We had The Adventures of Elliot, The Millennium Tales, so a new story-based RPG. We saw a sequel to Hyrule Warriors, and this is not the original Hyrule Warriors, but the Hyrule Warriors based in the new Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild storyline, which is Age of Imprisonment. So it's going to be a direct sequel to the last Hyrule Warriors that we got. We'll also see Once Upon a Katamari. Once upon a Katamari. There we go. Plants vs Zombies is getting a new remastered edition released. Final Fantasy Tactics is gonna see a release. We're gonna get Persona 3 Reloaded. We're gonna see Apex Legends. Star Wars Outlaws is finally coming. We're gonna see EA Sports FC 26. Pac-Man World Repack 2, which is I believe a re-release of a bunch of the 3D Pac-Man collections. We're gonna see Chronos: The New Dawn. Yakuza Kiwami 2, Just Dance, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Madden NFL 26, NBA Bounce, which is the NBA game based on mascots, I believe. And then we got Hella and Chillin' by the Fire. So a ton of just like not huge games, but a lot of different things for everyone. Like it was a pretty wide selection of items.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty awesome to see just the Switch finally getting the more of a support, you know.
Mm-hmm. More of non-first party exclusive kind of games, which is nice because if the Switch is your only console, it's nice to have more than just Nintendo games, even though honestly Nintendo puts out some really banger games.
Right.
But next up, we've got news about Switch sales, kind of keeping an idea where we're at right now. The original Switch over its lifetime as of right now has sold 153.10 million units, where they've sold about 1,415,063,000 units of software. The Switch 2, by comparison, we're looking at, margins of almost 10 times more games per console. The Switch 2 has only sold about 1.5 games per console sold, which is crazy to me. The Switch 2 has seen 5.82 million units sold so far, but only 8.67 million units of software sold. So it's honestly, most people are sitting there with one game, and it may have just been they bought the bundle and walked away.
Yeah, I mean that was the biggest part with it is to me it's having like the Xbox problem. Is like when the Series X came out, it didn't have anything for you to play other than third party, and that's kind of where the Switch 2 is at. Like you had Mario Kart, and then obviously you just got the new Donkey Kong game, but other than that, you didn't really get much new games other than the ones that were already on the Switch that you probably have already played and beat,
Re-releases and the fact that the cartridges aren't like backwards compatible. Like the Switch 1 cartridge is a entirely different game than the Switch 2 cartridge, which is silly to me.
Yep.
Like I thought we got rid of this practice years ago.
And the problem is, even with the Switch 2, that people are like struggling with is like the 3 different versions of games that you're getting. It's either you're getting the digital copy, you're getting the one that's actually on the fucking cartridge, and then you're just getting a game key on the cartridge where you got to put the cartridge in to download the game digitally, so then you don't even have the physical copy of the game. It's definitely a hot mess.
Yeah, there's just too much going on and not enough, it's just an unsuccessful strategy right now.
And it's so mind-blowing, like it is the number 1 most sold console, period.
All the time, every year.
It's insane. Like obviously the Switch 1 was super successful, and we're seeing it now with the Switch 2 even breaking records, how fast it's selling. But it's just man, how and why is it selling so much if there's nothing to really play on it? I want to get a Switch 2, but I don't have any drive behind it. There's no reason to go get it other than Mario Kart. And I'm got Mario Kart at home.
I have 3 games that I want to play on it, and that's about it right now, which is Jordan and I would play the shit out of the Donkey Kong game because she'll play as Rosalina like she played as Cappy.
Right, yeah.
And I'll play the fuck out of Mario Kart because I dig the whole open world Mario Kart idea, just jumping into tracks from it. It almost is Mario Kart Horizon. It was what is it? Forza Horizon, Mario Kart Horizon.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll see how the Nintendo goes.
I'm excited, hopeful that they get some really good first-party exclusives, but right now their catalog's just pretty light, and I think it's going to continue to stay light with how few, the price point is huge. It's a huge problem, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could buy a collector box of Magic instead.
I know, right, dude? I hate to say it that way, but I'm now juggling card games in one hand, Jordan's starting Warhammer again in the other hand, and I'm no money for a game console.
You're gonna have to go buy a 3D printer to afford the Warhammer.
Yeah, it's almost that way. And like next week's a $300 event. You buy $300 worth of stuff to get the cool swag from Warhammer Store. It's like I just spent 100 this week. All right, let's talk about the bad news here going on. Like, if you want to Switch 2, get it, because you're definitely not going to want to get a Switch 1 anymore, because the Switch 1 now has increased by $40. What the fuck? And the OLED is almost the same price as a Switch 2. Like, it's $400. That's $50 more for Switch OLED. Why is the price going up instead of down? Get rid of the old ones and just sell Switch 2. Why are you competing with your own new console? Like, right? Am I crazy?
No, you're not crazy. I was just like, why is the price going up? I'm confused. Make it make sense to me.
Yeah, make it make sense.
Like, this has literally been like the first generation where we did not see the price of game consoles actually go down. We've seen the opposite. They've gone up.
Every time, too.
Every single time. And it's just like, it doesn't even make sense to anybody. Like, we're already in an economy that's struggling. And then you're making it even harder for people to buy. Like, I talk about it all the time. Like, gaming is slowly becoming more of a luxury as opposed to a hobby.
It's an elitist thing for a lot of people as it goes forward. It's just the poor aren't supposed to have hobbies anymore, it feels like, and that's what this is showing me.
Yeah.
Yo ho ho, that's what I'm all about.
What? Yo ho ho.
You gotta raise the flag real high.
I read into that. I got it. All right, so last bit of Nintendo news here. Or sorry, I have more Nintendo news. I forgot about our games and hardware news. All right, so next up, services. Nintendo Switch Online adds one new game this month, and that is Mario Paint, which I believe was the Paint by Numbers game.
Oh, it's a classic, man.
Yeah.
That's a really old game, but it actually like makes sense on the Switch too because of the whole mouse control. They have a game for it.
Yeah, like now you have. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I forgot that they were talking about playing like Metroid Prime 4 with a mouse. I forgot that was even a thing for a moment there. Oh God. Yeah. So Mario Paint, one of the games where on the SNES you could get a mouse to plug into your console to be able to play this game, which is honestly pretty interesting. I'm wondering to see how well it works out, and you could use a USB mouse on your Switch 2, sold separately. All right, next up, Vic, I'm going to let you talk about this one here a little bit because you're the Pokemon Pocket player.
Yeah, man. Yeah, obviously we had the new set come out, which is just basically a callback to Gen 2 Gold and Silver. And honestly, it's been great. There's a lot of fucking cards in the set, too. It's like 167 cards or some shit, which is a lot in this game, per se. Obviously, I know the sets outside of that can be monstrous. But so far, I love the artwork, but funny enough, with some of the artwork, it was actually accused of being stolen. And it's literally like one for one. Like, they took the fucking image from one of the cards and overlaid it with one of the artist cards, or artist paintings or whatever they did, and it's an exact replica. Like, they didn't even change anything. It's like, let me borrow your homework and make sure I changed something, but I didn't. And yeah, so they actually had to remove the plagiarized cards from the game. So like, if you could get one of these cards in the game right now, there's like a placeholder image, like image coming soon or something like that. And I'm like, that's bad.
And it just goes to show that these companies are brazen. Like, and Nintendo's the crazy one who's like, you're plagiarizing, you're stealing our stuff.
What happened to Pal World?
That's exactly what I'm referring to, dude. Like, Pal World's like, hey, we did this and it's not the same game, and Nintendo's like, we're rewriting our patent so it is. What? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed to see Nintendo do this because, like, I expect a lot from Nintendo, but then here we are. Like, I forget sometimes that, like, they're just a shitty company like anyone else.
Right. It's just like goes to show, like, how did this get through quality control or whatever's controlling that aspect of like game development. Like we see it even in, like we talk about it with PlayStation and how they've been using plagiarized work, like just sure to borrowing every asset from a different designer who isn't even part of the team, and just like, nope, how did this even make it?
Yeah, it's they just don't care anymore, it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely been pretty rough, but overall, I have been enjoying the new set. It was great because I got down to like there was only 2 cards left that I needed in the last set, the EV set that I was working on, and they were both EX cards, and probably just never going to get them.
Just moved on with life.
Pretty much.
Alrighty, so next up here we've got hardware. So Maker World has created a new customizable a new extension for your Switch. It is a French fry holder for your Nintendo Switch, so you can add a thing for your French fries right next to your 2 joypads while you're playing.
Got it up on screen
I know
for anybody who's watching the video version. I had to throw this up real quick. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I know it's a joke and all, but like, the fuck.
The most American thing I've heard of.
Yeah, right? The most American thing. Yo, can I get a thing to hold my French fries? No. No. Why? No.
That's what you get a significant other for, so they can feed you while you're gaming.
There you go.
Honestly, fair. But I just, it's so goofy, and they're giving away this Switch STL for free, so that you can go ahead and make your own French fry holder for your Switch with your 3D printer.
That's actually pretty.
Alrighty, Vic, what's going on at Horror Inc?
Yeah, man, somebody who we haven't heard from in quite some time, but yeah, man, they're making a sequel to Friday the 13th, and it's in active development. And we learned this through a like a job listing. It's crazy how we learn about some of these things is through job listings or LinkedIn events or some shit like that. But I've never played any of their most recent Friday the 13th game, which I know is like an asymmetrical, like, bad guy. Let me see if I can catch the humans. Let me evade them.
Yeah, the
like
the 1v3, 1v4 games.
Yeah. So I mean, I know they did really well. I know some people that still play those between that one or Dead by Daylight. So I do know that they are still a pretty big game. But yeah, man, awesome to see. I just want to know, like, why make another game instead of just continuing to actively develop on the one that you already have? Because I don't see that this game would need a sequel. Just my opinion.
It's just, you know, they're like, oh, if we continue to actively develop this, then it's a live service game, so that's a problem. We don't want to be a live service game, even though it is.
Yeah. So here we are with that. But speaking about live service games, I'm throwing you the lob, Roger. What's going on over in WB?
What a lob. What a shitty lob that I have to talk about. Warner Brothers, after multiple failures with live service, decided, let's do it again. What could go wrong, right, guys? What could go wrong? So we have Warner Brothers is based on a new job listing, confirms that there is a new AAA live service game coming based on one of their DC comics. And it's like, why do we don't need another every live service game they've done have failed. Why do we need another? Stop making these, like, it's a waste of money. They just hit on all cylinders with Superman. Why are we sitting here and failing now with this? It's just like, come on, guys. Like, who is driving? Who is driving? Yeah, corporate America is driving.
They're still trend chasing. That's what they're doing.
Yep. Every day. And it is just super annoying. But yeah, let's talk about another company that sometimes hits. What's going on with 2K?
Oh yeah, man, 2K. This was an interesting one that I found. Someone put out like a tweet, kind of just showcasing like some of the financial stuff behind them, and let me get it pulled up so I can see the like exact numbers. But I was like kind of like mind blown, just the fact that like how the budgets are going. Because you would think NBA 2K, this massive game, yearly release, you know, would have a pretty big budget, but apparently NBA 2K25's budget was only $100 million. And then like Lego 2K Drive had a budget of $200 million. I'm like, that seems a bit ass backwards if you ask me. And I was just talking to a couple people in Shoot to Win and Inhuman. Obviously everybody knows Inhuman, right? And he was like kind of breaking it down for me to try to make it make sense. He was like, like when you have to animate stuff, especially like Legos in the game, could be a lot more expensive, I guess, than like mocap. And I was like, I guess it's fair. Like, if that's true, but I don't know the cost on that kind of stuff. But if that is the case, then I could see why the one would have a bigger budget than the other.
But it's a pretty big if.
Right. And I was just like, 2K has $100 million budget. They're one of the biggest games yearly releases of the year, and then you put $200 million into a game that
I should probably
pretty much
locate
missed.
a restroom.
Now you see why they only put 200 million into it. Like, it's I don't even know what to say about this half the time. It's and it's a little bit of a copy and paste, let's be honest here. Like, it's the same engine a lot of times, same game every year, just re-released with a new player roster. It is live service without being live service.
Without a doubt. It drives me absolute bonkers. The games that need to be live service are not live service. But yeah, man, that's everything with 2K though, man. That was an interesting one that came up on my feed. I was like, this would make for an interesting topic to talk about, because we talk about budgets all the time and how expensive game making can be, but and also in the other breath is like it only costs them $100 million to make 2K. Like, that's actually a pretty low budget to begin with, especially if we see like Call of Duty basically going over the $1 trillion mark, all but to make every year.
Yep. And it's gonna be the same thing every year, it feels like, with these things, where it's just like they're gonna keep pushing out these games and they're just gonna keep making money. Yep. People want them.
They sure do.
All right, Vic. So we talked about this earlier, and we had a little bit of a chuckle about it. If life gives you lemons, you throw them back at life and tell them, fuck, I don't like lemons. And so that's what the community did when age restrictions hit them. They decided Death Stranding wasn't the only game they could use. Gary's Mod is here for you today. So people are now getting past age restrictions by taking pictures in Gary's Mod and using them as their age verification, and it's working. And it's like, at some point you have to just go, well, if I have a 3D model and you take a picture of it, GG. Like, it's going to almost work. Like, it's almost always going to work. It's a pretty dumbed down technology, and it just I can't. It's like the next best thing to the porn website's age verification, and it's like, oh, are you 18? Yes. All right, have fun.
Yeah, that shit is so true.
And like they did the age verification thing, and they're like, okay, slowly open your mouth, come closer to the camera, and they're asking you to do things. And in Gary's Mod, you can make the character, you can animate the face on the character, and they just slowly change the facial expressions. And it was like, all right, have fun. You're 18.
What the
You
fuck
have white
is going
hair.
back
You're
over
clearly
there?
18. So, Vic, let's.
I don't know if you can see the stream or not, but I'm looking through this window and something is fucking some shit up over there.
I'm not even gonna get close to it. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm trying to open this door because I think this leads back to the office.
Mm-hmm. So, Vic, talk about EA for a minute for me.
Yeah, man, big news here with we finally got Battlefield 6 multiplayer reveal. And my God, is this the actual return of Battlefield? Are we actually getting a fucking good multiplayer FPS game? Because that's what I see.
Anything. I'm gonna keep my fucking mouth shut, because I know as soon as I say it, I'm gonna be embarrassed by fucking EA again. Like,
hell yeah, you're gonna be refunding it again.
Dude, no joke. Goth, when's the last time you played Battlefield?
Battlefield 4.
That's been a while.
So like, I tried the most recent Battlefield when it came out, refunded it within an hour.
I'm sorry. I fall for stuff like that all the time. I stopped pre-ordering the second Fallout 76 came out. So
Yeah.
I learned my lesson. I wait for reviews. I'm not gonna pre-order games anymore. They made me learn that lesson real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucked you over once. You're like, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh no, way more than once. No, I'm a sucker. I'm the conductor of the Star Wars: The Old Republic hype train. I got so hyped, and then after a year of service, the game went free to play. I get tricked every time.
Yeah, you thought.
I
thought wrong.
Yeah, my man's like, this looks great, and
It's
they're like,
okay. I finally hit my 30s, so I don't fall for that anymore. Mostly because my pocketbook can't afford it.
that is completely fair. I have done my best at not pre-ordering games anymore. I can't do it. I used to be so hyped for games, would go to midnight launches, and I can't do it anymore. The industry has jaded me fast because there's just so many games that are stinkers right off the gate. At this point, I'm an early access guy. I'll give you the $20 to play early access, and if it turns out to be a great game, you raise your price to $50 when it releases. I'm still sitting here with a $20 copy going, you know what, it took 3 years, but I'm happy. It's like Subnautica. I did that on Subnautica, and I was like, I could not have been happier when they finally dropped the full release, and I was like, this is a polished game, and I got it for half the price.
I think Hades is another good example of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Hades 2 I bought just because I know I'm gonna like it, and then I played it, and like there wasn't assets, there's asset holders for some trinkets. And I was like, okay, all right, maybe I should wait till it's completely out, and they'll like do balancing, and they'll like change stuff, and my build will be completely broken. So I should wait till the game completely comes out to beat it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, it just feels like you're kickstartering at that point, and kickstartering I would much rather feel into doing than just like buying a full game that they're like, actually, I'm sorry, we don't have everything in the game yet. And it's like, whoo, start hyperventilating angrily.
Well, you could be like me and buy Escape from Tarkov for full price, and then buy the expansion when there's a sale.
Yeah. Oof. That's a bad one.
I strictly play PvE on that now. I'm waiting until 1.0 happens so they wipe all PvE, and then I'll just start playing it again.
I was like, Escape from Tarkov looks too stressful to me. Like I couldn't justify getting it. I was like,
yep, all your beautiful hair will fall out of your head, just like it did to mine.
Yeah, so jumping back to Battlefield here, one of those games that like I am hopeful, I'm optimistic. I'm definitely not gonna buy it day one, but I am excited. It's one of those things where like
pig. I'll buy it day one.
Yeah, it's a return to form, you know. I saw memes jumping on the internet right away. They're like, oh, Call of Duty, there's a camper in that house. Guess I'm not going in. Battlefield, there's a camper in that house. What house?
Yeah, I listened to an interview with some of the developers, and they're really sounding really optimistic that they're not going to delay the game. So I was just like, okay, maybe I'll wait till some of my friends buy it and play it before I jump down the $70 rabbit
I'll give the feedback, I guess. I'll spend it because I'm a collector anyway. So even if the game's bad, it goes on the shelf, you know. So it kind of just works out. But yeah, I mean, Battlefield 6, man, looks really good, and like it looks like a true to form. Like they're even calling it like a spiritual successor to Battlefield 3 and 4. That was the last time that Battlefield was truly good, and we are under attack.
And we're under attack.
Yeah, we are.
Battlefield was under attack.
I'm
excited to see this game.
What the heck is that? Oh my God.
And I hope we genuinely get a true return to form for Battlefield, because we need it. Like, we need something to stand up to Call of Duty, and this could be it. And the best part, EA is finally learning, dude. Like, it is insane how many of these developers are finally going, you know, maybe we should listen to the community? And the community said, hey man, we fucking hate your app. And they go, hey, we heard the community, you guys fucking hate our app, so we're not gonna require you to use our app on Steam. If you buy the game on Steam, enjoy yourself. Like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, it makes
I'm
sense.
so excited.
Yeah, and like honestly, like I watched the event. I watched the rewatch of the event because I missed it live, and I was just like, man, like this shit had me so excited. I went and fucking downloaded Battlefield 2042. I know it's a much better experience now than what it was, but it's just like, yeah, it just looks fucking good, and like they're giving you the return of the true class system. Like there's gonna be reasons to fucking play either of the any of the classes and whatnot. So that's definitely going to be the exciting part, in my opinion. It just looks good, and I do love the destruction. Like they've always done it the best. Like the world destruction has always been the best through them.
I still sit here missing Bad Company, my friend. Like, just
man.
like walking up to a building and be like, this building doesn't exist anymore. My favorite was literally just playing in missions, and you're like, what if we just leveled the whole battlefield? And everyone's like, yep, let's do it. And just the battlefield would get leveled, completely destroyed. And
I realized I was almost dead.
I got you, fam.
Last two things here we have on the list. Next up is a new game coming out here. We've got Darksiders has a sequel coming out, Darksiders 4. So title intro sequence we see is just a sort of cinematic trailer. But in the cinematic trailer, we see all four horsemen of the apocalypse together, which if I remember correctly, parts of Darksiders you would play with not all of...
I can't move.
So you would play with each of the different
unstuck
horsemen of the apocalypses. So I'm excited to see maybe there will be some cooperative in this game because all four horsemen are there, or you play as different characters for different missions. So lastly, Vic, what do we got going on here with Fortnite? I know we talked about it a bunch recently.
Yeah, man, this is pretty exciting to see that Fortnite just continues the everlasting crossover. I mean, obviously we already had Master Chief come to the game, but that wasn't enough. You're getting red and blue Spartans coming to the game soon. Most likely with the next Battle Pass, which is also supposed to rumored to have the Power Rangers crossover as well. if that wasn't enough for you.
I can't with this game. Like, it literally has too much.
When are we getting the Pinhead from Hellraiser crossover? Because then maybe I might start playing.
There's just too much in Fortnite. Like, it is crazy to me, and it's just, they are printing cash with that game.
Yeah, Fortnite, man, is just, I feel like they just do everything right.
They're the original. So, that's our show for today, Vic.
Yeah, man, believe it or not. It was pretty crazy, right?
My man was so interested in playing Abiotic. He's like, do I cancel the show or do I play and stream the show?
They're on the fans.
Hard choice.
It's a hard choice.
Found the balance.
Found the balance. But yeah, man,
Go ahead, Vic.
It was awesome to be able to do this, and hopefully we can do future episodes and test it out and see what we think. But any last comments or remarks before we close out the episode?
Man,
subscribe to the 2 Act Podcast on YouTube.
My man's like, time to plug. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I was going through
on
the lob.
Spotify.
I was going through the lob for you. It's all right. But Roger, where can the community find you at, man?
Hey, I'm here on Discord all the time, and I'm usually on the show here on Sundays.
And of course, you can check me out at Twitter at MrNeverChillin_, Xbox is XNeverSpaceChillin, Facebook is Vic Brubacher for any questions, concerns if you want to come on the show, and I do have a Twitch at twitch.tv/MrNeverChillin. But Goth John, where can the community find you and any of your content?
Well, I'm Goth John on YouTube. Thank you, Vic. Like I was saying, yeah. Subscribe to the 2 Act Podcast. We cover anime, video, anime. We do anime, movies and TV. We recently just did a review of Andor season 2, and
shit.
with my co-host, he's a British guy that's also lives in India. He's a really cool dude. His name's Adi, and we do that and try to get those up every 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, man, definitely go check that out. Great show over there. But without further ado, we do appreciate everyone coming through and check us out. Make sure you check out the video content here. We got to play Abiotic live during the show. Maybe we'll do some more episodes like this and whatnot. But we do want to thank everyone again. And until next week, peace.
Press Start Podcast.